What happens when the man who built one of the most powerful companies in history steps aside? For decades, Jeff Bezos was seen as unstoppable, the mastermind behind Amazon, the architect of modern online shopping, and one of the richest individuals on the planet. From a garage startup to global dominance, his rise redefined business, technology, and power itself. But empires don't just rise. They face pressure, scrutiny, competition, internal cracks, leadership changes, market shifts, controversies, decisions that reshape the future. And suddenly, the narrative begins to change. Is this truly the fall of an empire, or simply the transformation of one? In this video, we break down the turning points, the power struggles, and the critical moments that sparked questions about Bezos' legacy and Amazon's future. If you enjoy deep dives into power, business, and influence, make sure to subscribe, like this video, and comment below, do you think this is a fall or just evolution? The rise from Wall Street to world domination. In 1994, Bezos left a high-paying job at D.E. Shaw in New York after reading about the explosive growth of the internet. He drove across the country to Seattle and launched Amazon from his garage. It began as an online bookstore. In 1997, Amazon went public at $18 per share. Many analysts doubted the company would survive. During the dot-com crash of 2000-2001, countless internet companies collapsed. Amazon survived, barely, but emerged stronger. Then came the turning points. Amazon Prime launched in 2005, offering fast shipping for a yearly fee. It changed consumer expectations forever. In 2006, Amazon Web Services, Oz, was launched. What started as cloud storage infrastructure quietly became Amazon's profit engine. Today, Oz powers major corporations, startups, and even government systems worldwide. By 2018, Amazon surpassed a $1 trillion market valuation. In 2017, Bezos became the richest person on Earth. The empire was no longer growing. It was dominating. The power years, when Amazon became infrastructure. At its peak, Amazon wasn't just a retailer. It was infrastructure. By the early 2020s, the company employed over 1.5 million people globally. Its logistics network rivaled national postal systems. Its marketplace controlled a massive share of US e-commerce. In 2017, Amazon acquired Whole Foods for $13.7 billion, signaling expansion into physical retail. Prime Video entered the streaming wars. Alexa entered homes worldwide. And Oz? It became the backbone of the internet economy, generating the majority of Amazon's operating profit. Bezos ran the company with what he called the day one philosophy: act like a startup, stay obsessed with customers, move fast, and prioritize long-term dominance over short-term comfort. Wall Street rewarded the strategy. Amazon stock surged more than 1,000% between 2010 and 2020. The empire looked untouchable. But power attracts scrutiny. Cracks in the foundation, pressure builds. As Amazon expanded, criticism grew. Lawmakers in the United States and Europe launched antitrust investigations, questioning whether Amazon unfairly favored its own products on its marketplace. In 2021, Lina Khan became chair of the Federal Trade Commission, a longtime critic of Amazon's market dominance. Warehouse working conditions came under intense public scrutiny. During the COVID-19 pandemic, while Amazon profits soared due to online demand, workers protested safety concerns. In 2022, Amazon workers in Staten Island voted to form the company's first U.S. union, a historic moment. Critics also pointed to Amazon's tax strategies and the widening wealth gap as Bezos' personal net worth climbed above $200 billion at its peak. The public image began to shift, from visionary innovator to symbol of corporate excess. But let's be clear about one thing. Amazon has not collapsed. It has not fallen. In fact, Amazon remains one of the most profitable and strategically important companies in the world. Its cloud division continues to power global infrastructure. Its logistics network remains unmatched. Its market influence is still enormous. This story is not about failure. It's about transition. It's about what happens when a founder steps back and an empire enters its next phase. The empire was still strong, but the narrative was changing. The leadership exit, stepping down in 2021. In February 2021, Bezos announced he would step down as CEO of Amazon. Andy Jassy, head of Oz, would take over. Bezos transitioned to executive chairman. Officially, this was a planned succession. Unofficially, it marked the end of an era. Around the same time, Bezos focused more attention on Blue Origin, his private space company competing with Elon Musk in the commercial space race. In July 2021, Bezos flew to space aboard a Blue Origin suborbital flight. To some, it symbolized ambition. To others, detachment from everyday reality. For the first time, Amazon's identity began separating from its founder, and that separation would be tested. Market reality, the post-pandemic slowdown. During the pandemic, Amazon experienced explosive growth. Online shopping surged, revenues climbed dramatically. But after 2021, the momentum cooled. Consumer spending normalized. Inflation rose. Interest rates increased. Tech valuations fell across the market. In 2022, Amazon reported its first annual net loss since 2014, partly due to investment write-downs and slowing retail margins. The company began large-scale layoffs in 2022 and 2023, cutting tens of thousands of corporate roles, the largest job reductions in its history. Competition intensified from Walmart, Shopify, and international e-commerce giants. Amazon remained enormous. Bezos' transformation, from tech CEO to global billionaire icon. As Amazon faced operational challenges, Bezos' public image evolved. He pledged $10 billion to climate initiatives through the Bezos Earth Fund. He expanded investments in Blue Origin. He became more visible socially and politically. The quiet, analytical CEO persona shifted toward global billionaire celebrity. The question emerged: did Bezos leave at the peak? Or did he step aside before the storm intensified? Is it really a fall? Let's be clear. Amazon remains one of the largest companies in the world. Oz continues to dominate cloud computing. The company still generates hundreds of billions in annual revenue. Bezos remains among the wealthiest individuals globally. So what does fall truly mean? It may not mean collapse. It may mean the end of unchecked dominance. It may mean increased regulation, stronger competition, slower growth. Empires rarely disappear overnight. They evolve, they stabilize, or they fracture slowly. The story is still unfolding. The bigger question: can empires outlive their founders? History shows that founders shape culture in ways successors cannot replicate. Steve Jobs defined Apple. Bill Gates shaped Microsoft. Now Amazon must prove it can thrive beyond Bezos' direct leadership. Andy Jassy faces a different environment: more regulation, slower growth, tighter margins. Can Amazon maintain innovation without its founders' intensity? Or was Bezos the irreplaceable engine behind the empire's rise? From a garage startup to a trillion-dollar powerhouse, Jeff Bezos didn't just build a company, he built an empire through Amazon. But as we've seen, power at that scale always invites pressure. Leadership changes, regulatory battles, market slowdowns, they don't necessarily signal collapse, but they do mark transformation. So is this truly the fall of an empire? Or simply the moment when dominance meets reality? What makes this story so fascinating isn't just the money or the market value, it's the lesson. Even the most powerful leaders face cycles of rise, peak, and reinvention. And sometimes, stepping away changes the trajectory more than staying ever could. The bigger question now is what happens next for Amazon, for Bezos, and for the future of tech giants in an age of accountability. If you enjoyed this deep dive into power, leadership, and legacy, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more stories that unpack the forces shaping our world. And I want to hear from you. Do you think this is a fall or just evolution? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.